Assalamu alaikum, my name is Salim Siddiqui and we're talking about the great Muslim celebration, the great Eid, Eid al-Akbar, or the Great Festival. And you're listening to the HotConflict.com series discussing the issue of the great Eid that Muslims all over the world have gathered together in their home cities and towns and gathered to celebrate the praises of their Lord and bow their head to the Most High, all facing and worshipping towards Mecca, the Kaaba, the holy house that Abraham built with his son Ishmael, dedicated to the true worship of the Lord on the planet Earth. And we're continuing to tell our story of the truth like it's never been told before in the English language, that the revelation of the message is being revealed to you like you've never heard it before. And we're going to continue to prove some of the interesting points in the story and understanding the fundamentals. Now we must keep certain fundamentals the same, that there's only one God, Allah, and as a Muslim we use the Arabic term Allah, the God. It's not a moon god or a pagan god or any other kind of fallacy that a lot of people in the West have just been lied about too. And today we're going to continue to dispel a lot of the misunderstandings and misconceptions, and we've been talking about a lot of strange things. I've got to get a little bit stranger, and so I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable, to be honest. We said if we stay to the fundamentals that there's only one God, and that God created the angels with a noble light, they obey the commandments of their Lord, they don't disobey. There are Jinns and other creations made of smokeless fire. Of them there are perhaps many races. We know of documentations of specific few, but how many are not clear. Adam was created of the flesh, mud and clay, and breathed with the soul by the Lord Most High. And we are the sons of Adam, descendants of Adam on the human race, of course, on this planet that we call Earth. And we said that the Lord taught Adam the fundamentals that I'm telling you right now, and that there would continue to be prophets, each bearing the word or the revelation of the Lord Most High. And that this would continue to happen, of course, until we would get to the final prophet who would be blessed with the miracle of having the word of the Lord spoken, preserved and everlasting in a way that any of us could learn to speak the word, and that in itself is a miraculous gift, and that he was the prophet for all of mankind till the end of days, and that anyone who followed his truth would never be misguided, as the seal of the prophets in the chain that we're talking about. And we've talked about some really interesting concepts, and if you don't know where we are in this story, then go back and listen to the beginning and come back to where we are now, because the story has to be told in its entirety, and the reason why I'm telling you that is important. But as we go on, we said that always remember what our father Adam taught us, that this is a struggle between the light and the dark. And those who call themselves believers in the Lord Most High, the one who created the universe and everything that is in it, and all of the creatures and creation and powers in it are created by God, that God, the Lord Most High, higher than all of that, who gave life and takes life, is the one who taught Adam the Word. And if you understand the Word of the Lord Most High, it is more powerful and incredible than any supernatural ability. But we're not getting into the supernatural issues anymore. We said we're at the point of the story of me explaining why I'm able to tell the story, and that I've been with my father who wants me to go to law school, and I'm resisting because I don't understand how the situation in America has gotten so corrupt, where there's so much corruption going on and all the politics seems corrupt and the people are so abused. And yet still in America we say that more than any other country, and this is true, people are more free. And I always say I love America. And why do I say that I love America? Well, as a person who likes stories and talks, I enjoy American culture. Great music, great art, great stories, great television, great movies. America is great in their ability to tell the story and weave a tale. And that is an amazing thing that happens in a free land. And so it's an interesting thing, but at the same time we have a lot of strange situation in our government. And like I said, I'm not talking about left or right politics or even religious politics of any nature, but as many people in America who are living here are realizing that the situation is changing in our society. And so, unfortunately, we're at a time where things are somewhat weird in America. And so it becomes incumbent upon me to tell you what exactly happened. I went to law school even though resisting and expecting not to like the study of the law and not wanting to be a lawyer and get involved in the legal system in the United States, which seemed so full of darkness to me. I went to law school, and like I said, surrounded by many African Americans and people of all other races and genders. Something very strange happened. I began to read the words of some of the founding fathers of the early generation of people who came to America. And more strange to me than anything else in this tale was I found that the people who came to the United States of America had a very interesting concept. They said that we no longer want to live in places in the earth that are trying to enslave us and control us and manipulate us and misguide us. There must be a place for the sons of Adam to go and thrive and do well and live out the dream of our race, as all of the sons of Adam search to have offspring and prosper. And I found the most strange thing, that in the founding fathers and in the Constitution and some of these concepts, I found people who understood strange concepts. What occurred to me most as a Muslim, only knowing what I had at the time, was that our earlier founding fathers had understood that there were these people called Muslims, and they believed that they had gotten a messenger from the Lord, and they believed they had a holy book. I couldn't believe that. That was shocking to me to first learn about the United States of our founding fathers. But the thing that I found even more strange is in reading some of the Federalist Papers and reading some of the early documents, you see that men came here with a noble goal. As we said, we are always going to tell this story. It's not about politics. Revealed to you, ladies and gentlemen, in the West or anywhere that they can understand the English language, revealed to you the story for the first time is the truth in a way that you can never disagree, in a way that reveals all of the mysteries, in a way that exposes all that which was supposed to be uncovered, because the light must shine anything that's dark. Because we said that this story is always about searching for the light, and we as the sons of Adam are in a battle against the dark, and the forces of evil use the dark to deceive us. And the thing that they deceive us most about is the truth of what the Lord has planned. There is only one God. Those who say La ilaha illallah are just saying there's only one God. Understand the story that I'm telling you, because it's the story of the truth. For the first time from to you, inshallah, as a gift. To this whole area we call the West. The Western civilized world, the place of the greatest knowledge. I found in our founding fathers references to every single one of them saying what we are searching for is greater than just any man. All of them referenced searching for the light. Can you believe that they referenced searching for the light? That they said we have come here to search for freedoms, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, inalienable rights, endowed by God on all of the sons of Adam. From this moment, let it be known that the sons of Adam are free and able to bear the light, that the truth should be known on this land. And because of such a noble thing, as I said, God is a just God. Even though the true word might be there, when someone says, "Oh my Lord, I seek the light," and does an action, God doesn't deny them. A country in our story, since we said we're going to tell the story and tell it in a way that makes sense to the very moment that the storyteller speaks it, by God, and all of it must unite and work together. That the very country that we are sitting in, that is the leader of the world that we are on, of the planet Earth, that the Lord Most High has blessed, was made by men who said we want to seek the light so that all of the sons of Adam could come here and find the truth. But they didn't even know the story that I'm telling you right now, and they didn't understand the trueness of the tale and how it fit, but they knew that there was something in that light. And so since we're at the point in the story where I'm addressing how beautiful it was, the founding of America, and the reason why we have continued to be blessed because of remembering our founding fathers. See, if I told you the story of truth, then I must have reminded you that every time you look back to see the truth is always back there. And so us, who call ourselves Americans in this great land, if we want to know the more noble light, then we look back and we found in our founding fathers that they had more knowledge. As wise as we are today, and as technology has advanced, to think we are so great, that all of us would agree with the story that I'm telling you. That every one of us today would say that our founding fathers understood the world better, just in the way they described it. And anybody who understood the beauty of this nation has a respect for the founding fathers. As every person who calls themselves a Muslim says, oh, the great followers who followed Muhammed, do you know their greatness of what they truly understood? And every person who says who follows Jesus will tell you the same story. Do you know the great companions? But what we actually have of them is lost. And so, from Islam is true the same. We have so much information that is there. But slowly over time, information does get lost. And we had great founding fathers in this nation. But slowly over time, the truth of the light gets covered by the darkness. And I'm not talking about politics. And the reality of the truth of the situation that we are in is known to everyone around who can open his eyes in the United States of America. It's not an ill will from me to the United States or any of the sons of Adam. We've said the story of the truth has to be greater than even any name of any country. We're the human race. We're the human race. We've maintained the fundamentals. There's only one God. Don't be deceived by the other stories. Adam told his sons, and we're all been telling the truth. And all the bearers of the light have told this truth. And by the end of the time I get to the end of the story, you'll know why I'm telling you the truth. It's at this point I must make the caveat. Since we said that there was light in this earth, especially this country, slowly things degenerate, yes. But a lot of people suggest that oh, there's these secret societies and there's these lodges and organizations and, they're all evil. Well, of course, every tale is spun in every way. And since I said that I'm going to be revealing all of the stories of all of the mysteries, that so many people in this understanding of what's really going on in the world suggest, well, there's so many different secret societies. Like I said, this is going to get stranger and weirder on the hotconflict.com website, and my name is Salim Siddiqui, and every part of the story is true and verifiable, and so because it is true, I must tell you exactly how I understand this, that if I am telling you the story of the truth in a way that you never heard it before, that you must understand that we are always in a constant struggle with light versus darkness, and some of the people who follow the dark, from the sons of Adam and from the other races, have always manipulated mankind into being subservient and controlled by people above, whether they're other demonic forces or alien races, or even a manipulation of man over man and enslavement that has always corrupted our civilizations from the beginning of time. So this is not a judgment about the United States. It's simply a telling of the tale all the way to the moment that we're in. And unfortunately, the moment that we're in is not so bright and shiny. And so for me to shine the light, I must reveal what is covered in the dark. I said many people have searched for strange things from the occult and the strange knowledge. Well, just like any organization is built upon people who are trying to look for good and upon people who are trying to look for something else in their misguidance. And so it wouldn't be true that I could tell you the story of the truth of the light from the beginning to the end without addressing all the conspiracy theories and secret organization or Illuminati or Masons or any of these other concepts. Now, I must disclose, of course, always that when the storyteller tells anything, they have to disclose all the truth. That we have been telling you from the beginning that there is only one fundamental, that La ilaha illallah, there's only one God. And that all of this has been destined and planned by the Lord. Now, here is the thing that in the tale is stranger than what you thought. I can't just come and say, well, there's these secret organizations, and they believe all kinds of different things. Well, all of these secret organizations have begun to understand the different symbols and references, and some people understand certain symbols and references suggesting good, and some people understand certain symbols and references suggesting bad. My job here is not to come in and tell everybody why this secret organization is bad or this secret organization is good. My job is to tell you the truth of the story of the light. And so if I address brethren of the lodge, or say to any members of any secret society, I can't say, oh, this is right and this is wrong. I have to tell you the truth of the story of the light, and that is this. Oh, my brethren of any secret lodge, or those who call themselves from any secret society, oh, think they have got powers of the supernatural from worshiping Satan, or any one of these things. People in any of those secret societies should know that they have been told of signs of what was to come. And all of them try and find secret knowledge. And of that, some of the stories we have described in the design of Solomon's temple and the different things that we talked about. But I am telling you a story today unlike you have never heard. So here is what I'm saying to everyone who is listening to me from the West. If you call yourself a member of any secret society, you should be knowing what I'm about to tell you. That you should be looking for certain signs. That someone should come to you, speaking to you the word in your own language. Someone should come to you speaking the word in your own language. You will not need to write it down. It doesn't need to be written down because it's told to you in a specific way. Someone will come and speak to you the word. That is one of the keys of all the secret societies. And I'm telling it to you now because I'm not whistleblowing that, oh, this is that. Now, I must disclose, and this is the point where it will freak out all those who call themselves Muslims. I, as a son of Adam, have a right to go hear and see what anybody has. And let it be known this day, since we're disclosing all of my faults and all of my personal information, that I have gone and spoken to those who call themselves Masons and claim to understand some of the knowledge. And I found that they do not have anything great in the secrets more than what I am telling you of the light of the Lord. And I myself must admit in open honesty that, of course, I listened to all their words and listened to their signs and learned their symbols and spent time in their organizations and listened and learned everything they had to teach me, but I didn't find the truth of the light that I am revealing to you right now. And so if it must be known, it has to be made clear forever and from this moment. So in my learning of their signs, I went through their system and got all the way to their greatest level of being a master mason. My name is Salim Siddiqui, and I have learned all that there is to know of the master masons. And like I said, I'm telling you a story that is deeper and more magical than that. So I'm not here to whistle-blow some secret organization, but I'm here to tell you the story of the truth. And so if you are a person in any lodge or secret society, I am claiming right now, not that I'm going to explain all of your secret knowledge. I'm claiming something greater than that. Not because I am special, but only because I have the word. I am telling you, O brethren of the lodge, all the signs of knowledge that you thought there was a little bit of that you might learn, and all of the secrets that you were told to look for are being revealed to you right now by me. So mote it be. The signs that you were told to look for were someone would give you a word, they would tell you the word, you would not need to write it down, there would be no need for that. And why? You will know in just a little bit if you continue to listen to the story. They will remind you of some simple basics. They will understand the signs of all of the tales that you have told from Solomon and all the other descriptions and any of the lights and pyramids. They will understand all of those signs as I have continued to explain them to you right now. But they will be able to only give you the truth of the light if you recognize how it is to be given. And you were told to remember, O my brethren, that the light would come to you from the east. And as I am telling you the story as one who is born half east and half west, having your tongue for a specific reason, all those who think they are powerful in any of the greatest of secret organizations on the earth, that you were told to listen to the story of the light of the east, and the person who came to you was to tell you a tale that was more magnificent than any tale you had ever heard. And you were supposed to know, O my brethren, that it was true when he told you the evidence. That the condition of the story should be very simple. That there is only one fundamental, and that is that there is only one God, and every single brethren knows that I'm speaking the word of the Lord when I say that. Yet he has told us in our story that even one stranger fundamental, when the person comes to you in your own language of your own people, revealing to you the story of the truth, it should explain everything. And when he actually tells you the whole story, you should understand that when he says, La ilaha illallah, there is only one God, we call him Allah. I am a man who says that I am Muslim, a person who submits to the truth of the one true Lord, and that this way is called Islam, the way of submission to the truth of the Lord. And he should explain to you that the way to understand the Lord is that he is not in any sign or symbol that you have been taught. In all of the secrets of all of the levels. That is the greatest secret that they don't tell you in the highest of all the secret societies. The fundamental is the same. No graven image, no symbol, no triangle, no icon, no pattern, no pillar, no pyramid is there to symbolize God. God is known by what he is always known, by people who reveal the truth, and that is he is the light. And so the one who comes to you, O brethren, after he demands of you, what is it that you truly believe? And you must know that the answer is that there is only one God. He must ask you if that is true. What is it that you seek? And if you understand the story I have told you, whether you are a son of Adam who calls himself Muslim, or any other label, whether you are a believer in any religion or secret society, you should know that the sign of the truth is that the seeker says, I seek the light. I seek the light. Now just in this is me telling you that, oh ladies and gentlemen who talk about secret societies, It is not my job to explain to you all the secret tales of them. They have their secret societies, and I do not break their rules. And I don't need to tell you any of the secrets of their ways. I told you the story of the truth of the light. And of the story of the truth of the light is that those fundamentals remain. There's only one God. He's known as the light. All the prophets have told all the secrets, and all the messengers have known of the sign. And all of the true believers have always known how to recognize the signs of the tale that I am revealing to you. So what is going on in our world? We've gotten to a point that I've whistle-blown beyond anything else. So how is it that we are in this state? Something happened in America. We said America was founded on some of the great thinkers of the light. And I talked about how great and noble America is, and that to this day it is still blessed in its greatness. But we said we must remember what our father Adam told us. What the story of the truth to any man who listens of any group before this day had ever thought mattered. I told you, after the story is revealed to you, none of the names matter. None of the organizations matter. None of the labels matter. Because you understand the truth of the story is that something must have happened in America. Well, what was that? The story of the truth had always been the same, that we are in a battle between light versus darkness. We are in a battle between light versus darkness. And we told you that the forces of evil use the dark, and they manipulate us, and they lie about the truth of the Lord. And anybody who tries to find the secret should always safeguard themselves from falling into the manipulation. And all of the secret societies, and all of the strange groups, and every mystic and healer and guru that has ever spoken is only giving you perhaps some of the light, but so much more misguidance. Because no matter where they got their knowledge from, the only way to understand the whole truth is to get it from the actual final messenger and to hear the word of God, or to have it spoken to you in a way like you've never heard it before. So how is it that this tale is today being told to you? What must have happened on this planet for the world to hear the truth of the light? As I, just a son of Adam, am able to speak it? Well, we said that Adam taught us to remember the war. Always remember that we were at war, and it's not about the planet fighting one side against the other. It's not about the blues versus the reds, or the country versus another country, or this flag or another flag. Don't fall into any of the slogans or symbols. Remember the truth of the story. That all of the whole human race is here to remember that there is only one God. And that we are all free-born, created by God, breathed of life of the soul, sons of Adam, each of us great. And always the side of evil has tried to enslave us. And the story must remain true, and it always must remain known. So what is it that happened to the United States of America? Some of those who forgot the light made the worst mistake that a people can make. Now, Americans had made many other sins, but there was a point that had to be said. They enslaved other people. They enslaved other sons of Adam. For a country, in the story that we've just told, to do something like enslaving other sons of Adam, you know that that was going to be a problem. You know that that's going to be a problem. Let me take a break.